today we have to talk about hemp. As you can see, hemp had a pullback inside of the market. We're going to talk about where we pulled back to and where we are now recovering and where we're probably going to end up coming here in the near future. Anyways, stick around to the end of the video. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's go straight over this. So as you can see currently, we are at 4Z8667. That's 4 zeros after the decimal place. So we're currently at about $86,000 here in market cap. So just to kind of recap what we've had here inside of hemp, we got all the way up here to 0.00017, which is about $170,000 in market cap. So that was pretty impressive. And then we had a really nasty drop all the way down here to 0.00002,500. And that is all the way down there at about $25,000 in market cap. So this thing literally immediately recovered, went from $25,000 in market cap immediately back to $100,000 in market cap. So you can imagine people are 5xing their money. So then you've seen a whole group of people jump out then, but yet we are still increasing inside of our holders. We have 121 holders. So this is kind of showing like a lot of the big wallets are kind of getting shaken out a little bit. And then now the money is getting distributed through some of the other wallets. So it continues to grow at a pretty decent pace. So I'm pretty impressed with that. And also, hemp is still on the front page of Toshi Mart, still on the front page. So that's good. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see it going below it because it did for a little minute there. It went right below there. But yeah, I do think that we still have huge possibility to go up inside the near future here. Nothing really new coming out right now. They are working on developing stuff, I think also a website as well. So that should be coming out inside the future. But one of the things that I do want to point out right now, the money inside of Toshi Mart is probably going to start increasing as the market cap of Toshi increases. So if you think about it, Toshi's market cap at the peak was like $593 million, right? Currently it's sitting at 282 million. So just imagine where it would be if hypothetically speaking, we were back at 593 million, or maybe if we even went up to 600 million, 700 million, a billion, then that money inside of Toshi Mart is going to start increasing. And a lot of it is going to flow into the top projects because they have the most, social likableness. Because, people look at it and they're like, okay, I can identify with this. We got people in the community. This isn't some type of pump and dump. Like, it actually recovered after dropping huge. Like, look at this. Literally, the price went all the way down 25K market cap, 0.000025, and immediately recovered. So I think when the money starts to flow into Toshi, the money is going to then start flowing into Toshi Mart projects. So even some of the top ones here, like this one has been up here the whole time, Coinbase 50 index. You got the Motto, you got Split, some of these other ones. I don't even know what these other ones are, but you got all these that have been up there pretty much since I've seen hemp on here. But I don't know, hemp just has that look. If you just look at the logo too, you can just kind of look at it and tell like this is probably going to end up being a project that has, a big community. So that's kind of the route that it's going right now. So just waiting on a little bit more buys to come in. As you can see here on Dex Screener, we've been having a good amount of buys, but just trying to combat all the sales that we just now had here. So it's stabilized pretty well from that point on. So yeah, as for Toshi, I do believe the price of Toshi is about to increase significantly soon. So if you look down here at the %R trend exhaustion indicator, you can actually see it is at like an oversold area and it is ready to go up. So the blue line here at the bottom, whenever the blue line is at the bottom, it shows a downtrend for the long term. And then whenever you see the blue line rising towards the top, that means it's going to be on an uptrend for the long term. So what I'm actually seeing here, it looks like it's crossing now, almost like it wants to go up, like how the RSI works. It almost works in the same type of way. And the same here with the MACD. You can also tell that the MACD is pretty oversold here on Toshi. And I do think that we'll have a reversal to the upside pretty soon. So it's not too big of a deal that we had a pullback, still up massively. I mean, I got in at 18K market cap, which was crazy because it dropped all the way back down to 25K, then went all the way back up to 100K, and now it's at 86K. So I'm waiting to see what we're at now. I know it says 91K, but if you do the math, it's 86K. 0.000086667 times 1 billion is $86,670, something like that. But the point is though is that like we are slowly but surely making our way upwards, because I checked my phone a few hours ago and it was at 0.000075, and you can see down here, and now at this current time now it's at 86,000, and it's only going to continue to increase and increase even more. So it's all about patience with this, but I do believe the Toshi market projects are going to increase as money flows into Toshi. And also we're seeing, coins literally getting away from Bitcoin. We're seeing Ethereum up 12% in the last 7 days. We're seeing Chronos up literally a huge percentage. It was up 40% earlier in the last 24 hours, and now 89% in the last 7 days. So we're seeing all these different altcoins taking off because it is altcoin season. And that is why I'm mentioning Toshi right now, because as the price increases, like I've been saying, you're going to see that money flowing through Toshi Mart. So what you're going to see is multiple projects being above 1 million in market cap on Toshi Mart very soon, whether it's inside of within a month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, who knows? But eventually that money is going to find its way into Toshi Mart, into projects like HEMP, Coinbase 50 Index, all these different projects. They're going to start seeing only the solid projects, of course. But, if they are solid, then they have the potential. So this is just one of them. Eventually, we're going to start seeing more of them taking off. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you think hemp has the potential to get to that $1 million market cap. Because like I said, 100x gem. This is a 100x gem going from where it was all the way at the bottom from 10,000 market cap. I know that at the bottom was more like 2,000 market cap, because that's usually how they launch, like 1.9K, I think. But let's say from 10,000 to 1 million, that's 100x right there. So can't say that it can't 100x, like 10,000 to 1 million, 100x. So I do believe that will happen. Let me know if you guys think the same in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll be back with another video.